In today's episode, we're going to talk about what you can do to improve your potency, beyond just reaching for popular pharmacy medications. Dear viewers, especially gentlemen, the statistics are clear. More than half of men between the ages of 40 and 70 experience some degree of erectile difficulties. And unfortunately, the older we get, the more noticeable these problems become. Of course, pharmacies offer medications to support erections. I probably don't need to name them. If I mention the little blue pill, everyone knows what I mean. The problem is, these pills aren't cheap. A pack of 4 can cost a lot of money. That's the first downside. The second is that if someone uses them too often, their erection might only occur when they take the pill. It's also worth remembering that these drugs come with side effects: headaches, dizziness, heart issues, problems with hearing or vision, and the well-known facial flushing. All of this, of course, is listed in the leaflet. And one more thing, they don't always work as expected. To better understand this topic, it helps to know how these drugs actually work. They increase the body's sensitivity to nitric oxide, the substance responsible for widening blood vessels and improving blood flow to the penis. The rest, as you might guess, is up to the body itself. Unfortunately, these medications only provide a short-term effect and don't address the root causes of erectile problems. That's why in this episode, we'll explore more natural and long-term solutions to support male vitality. One of the most common causes of erectile dysfunction is inflammation of blood vessels in the penis, as well as heart conditions or issues in the nervous system. In reality, we often deal with what's called a mixed cause, meaning, for example, a combination of a stressful lifestyle, which affects the nervous system, and a poor diet, which harms blood vessel health. Poor eating habits can lead to inflammation of the inner lining of blood vessels, the endothelium, which we'll talk about more in a moment. Before we dive deeper into today's topic, it's important to understand what the endothelium actually is. It's a thin layer of cells lining the inside of blood vessels, and it plays a major role in how our body functions. It regulates blood flow, helps widen the vessels, and even contributes to immune defense. Nitric oxide acts specifically on this layer. It's what causes the blood vessels to widen and improves blood flow, especially where it matters most for male performance. Nitric oxide is produced from a substance called arginine, but if the endothelium is damaged, for example due to a poor diet, the body's ability to produce it drops significantly, and that's when erection problems begin. That's why I mention arginine, because it's the source from which nitric oxide is produced, and nitric oxide plays a key role in achieving an erection. Now that we understand this mechanism, it will be much easier to grasp the main message of today's episode. But before I get into that, I want to make one thing clear. Since I'll be talking about natural ways to support health, please note that everything you hear today is not medical advice. Ladies and gentlemen, in one study, researchers combined arginine with a substance called pycnogenol. The result? This combination not only supported erections, but also improved sperm quality and, interestingly, increased testosterone levels. And that's something you won't get from standard pharmacy medications. So how does it work? The main goal of this duo is to boost nitric oxide production, which improves blood flow to the penis and, as a result, enhances erectile function. Now, a few words about the components. Pycnogenol is a natural compound extracted from the bark of French maritime pine. It has strong antioxidant properties, which means it reduces inflammation in the endothelium and improves its sensitivity to nitric oxide. Arginine, as we mentioned, is the source of nitric oxide, the substance that causes blood vessels to dilate. Unlike standard erectile dysfunction medications, pycnogenol targets the root cause of the problem, not just the symptoms. And that's the key, because when we deal with the underlying cause, we can expect lasting improvement, not just a short-term effect from a pill. Now that we know which ingredients can support potency, let's take a look at what researchers have discovered. In a clinical study involving 40 men with erectile dysfunction, it was found that after 3 months of using the arginine-pycnogenol combo, 93% of participants regained normal erectile function. During the study, the dose of pycnogenol was gradually increased by 40 milligrams each month until it reached 120 milligrams per day, alongside a constant 1.7 grams of arginine, And here's a crucial detail. A second group in the same study received only arginine without pycnogenol. The result? No improvement. I bring this up because many dietary supplements marketed for potency contain only arginine. But the truth is, arginine alone isn't enough. You also need a powerful antioxidant like pycnogenol. Unfortunately, when supplements are made just to look good on the shelf and not actually work, well, the results speak for themselves. Before I wrap up, let me quote a line from the 2003 study I mentioned. The title, Treatment of Erectile Dysfunction with Pycnogenol and L-arginine. And what does it say? After 3 months of treatment, nearly 93% of men experienced normal erections. Conclusion: oral intake of L-arginine combined with pycnogenol significantly improves sexual function in men with erectile dysfunction, without any side effects. There are other studies confirming these findings as well. Now for the bottom line. Pycnogenol isn't cheap, but it offers a chance for regular natural improvement in erectile function without the need to take a pill every time. Plus, it brings many additional health benefits, which I'll talk about in a future episode. For comparison, a single pill from the pharmacy can be very expensive. And here's another important point. The quality of pycnogenol matters. If a certain brand of supplement works well for you, stick with it. And if it doesn't, don't give up. It may just be a matter of poor quality ingredients. Well, may the potential be with you. Thanks for watching, and as always, see you in the next episode. If you value reliable information about natural ways to support your health, without promising miracles but grounded in facts and research, click subscribe. That way you won't miss future videos that can help you better understand your body and make informed choices.